everyone, and I'm very honored and privileged to have Dr. Prasad, who has just secured EIR 69 in NEET SS Surgical Group 2025. So, welcome, Dr. Prasad, and congratulations to get into the top 100. So, just tell us about how you're feeling, and congratulations once again.
I'm feeling really grateful that all the hard work has really paid off and like feeling really happy, sir.
Yeah, no, it's obviously your kudos to your hard work. So, Dr. Prasad, just tell us about your background. Where are you from? Where have you done your UG, PG? And just tell us about your preparation. When did you start, and how much did you prepare for the exam to reach to this level?
I am from Amravati, from Vidarbha, Maharashtra. I did my UG from Nair Hospital, Mumbai, and then my PG in MS General Surgery from Government Medical College, Nanded. After
Right.
that, I worked for 4 months from May as a SR in Trauma Center, GMC Nagpur. Then I took leave as soon as the date was announced of the NEET SS, I took leave from my duties for the preparation. Yes, sir.
So, roughly, how much time did you give to preparation?
Around 6 to 7 months, sir.
Okay, 6 to 7 months
I
you
had
dedicated gave to preparation.
no, in that 6 to 7 months, for 4 months, I had worked as a SR, and then three
Right.
months proper, like without any
Right.
duties, sir.
So, last three months you gave dedicated to preparation.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think that's
Mm.
something which I wanted to highlight because many students they ask about how to balance work and preparation. I think if you can give dedicated 3 to 4 months last for the preparation, that should be sufficient. So let's start with just tell us about your preparation. How did you do it? What was your preparation like? How did you go about your preparation in this last 6 to 7 months?
So initially, I set out a timeline saying the expected date of the exam. I saw that I had 7 months. So initially, I divided into three phases so that I can complete about three readings of that. In the first 3 months, I my target was to complete the first reading of Bailey and my videos, which I used to watch, and take the notes. That was the target in my first reading.
Yeah.
With it, as much as MCQ I can solve, I solved it, but it was secondary in the first reading. From the second reading, I tried to inculcate more MCQs, like at least 50 per day and sometimes 100 per day. And
Right.
then in the third reading, I increased the amount of the MCQs. So in the first reading, I read complete Billy line to line, and then the notes. In that also, I focused more on the super specialty subjects in the first, like GI and general. Like you get very much, you read about that very much during your residency. So during the last NEET, I felt that the focus was more on the super specialty
Super
subjects.
speciality.
Yes, sir. So I read it first because I knew if I read some topic first, I will get more time and more opportunities to solve more MCQ about that topic. So during also, I after dividing this like 3 months for the first reading, I did some micro division into it. Like I on a spreadsheet, I divided all the how many minutes the videos are there, total videos how much are there. So I divided like how much minutes I have to cover in this month, then per week how much I have to done, and then per day how much I have to. So even if I miss some 1 or 2 days, then I know that if I see this much minutes on the third day, then I won't be stressed.
Right.
Yes, sir. And then during the end of the first phase, I give my first GT, and eventually, then afterwards, during the second reading, I increase the amount of GTs like to one per week, and then eventually in the third reading, I like last month I gave some every 3 days I give one GT, sir.
Right. So, one important thing what I noticed from your description was that you planned properly and you were very clear that in the first 3 months you want to read, then revise, and that is what you did. And you did a very good planning. That is what I usually advise the students that you first divide it for the monthly schedule, then your weekly, and then daily schedule. That is the way you to do it so that you are not stressed and you are understanding that what pace you are doing. So, coming to the point of textbook reading, you told that you read daily line to line. So, what is your take on the reading? Like, I think daily reading line to line is like underlying fact that all of the achievers are telling. So, let's go on to the importance of Sabiston and what's your take on Schwartz? So, just tell us about that. What's your take on this two textbooks and how did you incorporate those two textbooks?
Like during my second reading, I started giving the decathlon GTs. During reading like Bailey and then the notes, after reading these two things, like my mind used to get very much saturated. Like after that, if I try to read Sabiston and then shorts of the same topic, it used to get really bored. So what I
Yes.
decided is I will solve MCQs, I will give GTs, and then if I felt like for this, like for endocrine. Uh, if I feel that for endocrine MCQs are coming out of from my textbook or my this notes, then I will go and read about that topic from that book. Like in decathlon, they give that MCQ is coming from the Sabiston or from the shorts.
Yes.
So I will go if I get many wrong about in that topic, then I will go and read about that topic from that book. And so I did like selective reading of that topics from the selective books.
Right. So basically,
Yes,
your base material was your Bailey and the notes from the videos,
yes,
and
sir.
then you moved on to the MCQs and mocks, and then you did a retrograde reading for the particular topic if tasked
Yes,
from a
sir.
specific book. Okay. So that's a fair enough thing that you choose your material and you stick to it so that you are not wondering that what to read from where. That is very important thing. So moving on to next thing, you already mentioned that you targeted 50 questions per day, then you increased it. But tell me about how would you practice the MCQs? What was your strategy like? Would you be doing in a practice setting or a test setting? And how did you analyze your mistakes? And what did you do to make decrease those mistakes? What was your strategy in the MCQs?
So during the first reading, like first reading is to happen like some topic like urology. Like I was confident about it even without reading about it because of my residency days and my exposure
Right,
to urology during my residency. So about that, like I gave without reading also, but I would not suggest that. So I would read about the topic first. Then during the first reading, I used to solve that MCQ about the topic. I would try to solve about the MCQ of the topic on the same day. And during the second
okay.
and third reading, I would solve after 2 to 3 days as you had advised for proper revision.
Yes, yes.
Yes. And
So yeah,
yes, sir.
yeah, please go ahead.
Yes, sir. During the reviewing, like I would give more emphasis on solving the GTs because it would like make you revise about the topic very better. And during the reviewing the GTs, the Sushruta's like they used to give topic-wise divisions of that particular
Yes,
topic, so it helped very much. So after seeing that, like if I get 10 out of 20 wrongs in CVTS, then I would go back see whether what mistake usually had happened. Like, is the topic in my notes? Is the topic out of my notes? So if the topic was out of my notes, I would add it to my
add to
notes,
the notes.
or I would read about it more thoroughly. If still
Right,
I am getting wrong, that means if the topic is in my notes, but I should practice more MCQs of that topic. And if
right.
still I'm getting wrong, even after doing this, then I would just solve more GTs and then add that topic like in handwritten.
In your
So
notes,
yes, and during the further revisions of the topic, I would read these things first and then go on to the reading the like proper
extra
detail of
points.
the yes,
Right.
sir.
So I think that's a very important thing that you notice that where you're making the mistakes, you noted them down, you went to read it. And as you told, a very important thing is that when you revise that first, not at the end. So that that keeps on revisiting and the remaining topics which are strong, you also kept on reading them. So that's a very important thing. So moving on to the next thing, Dr. Prasad, is about how did you use the videos? Meaning that did you read the textbook, then you watch the videos, or you watch the videos, then you read the textbook? What was your strategy?
I saw the videos first, and then after that I read the textbook.
Read the textbook. Okay.
Yes, it
You
helped
know,
me better understand the textbook and what was given in the text.
right, that's a fair enough point because I also advise the students that either they can do videos first, then the textbook, or the textbook first, then the videos. It works both ways. So next, what I want to ask you is, as you told that you, how did you solve them, GTs, and you reviewed them and how you analyze them. But just tell us about one small thing about if you at all you made mistakes, how did you deal with that? Did you worry about that, or you just worked on the mistakes that I want to reduce my wrongs? What was your mindset?
Uh, During GTs, I focus on how the amount of questions I want to get right. Like my target was always to get 120 to 130. That bandwidth was always there. So even if I get like 90 correct or 100 correct, like my target was 120 to 130. I did not see the rank. Uh, so even the for the major half of my preparation, the correct amount of correct questions I got was 100 to 105. But during the last month, since the amount of revisions has increased and I was accumulating more data in a less amount of time, I was able to increase the number to 110 to 120 correct questions.
Right.
Yes,
So I
and
think that's a very, yeah, yeah, please
even
tell.
if I even if, when sometimes I was getting like 90 correct or 98%, 98 correct. So I was not bogged down because I had really good support from my friends and my families at that time.
Right.
So they had constant faith in me, which used to push me to. So,
Right. I think that's a very important thing, that one is that you decided that I need to get this marks. You didn't worry about you got less or more. You tried to make yourself better, and you revised in the last 1 month. You revised a lot. I think that's a very important point, which I was coming on, that the revision plays a very important role. So how did you revise it, and did you just utilize your notes and the bookmarked MCQs at the end, or what was your strategy in the revision per se?
so during revision, for even for after every reading, I was contacting. I was contact with my friend Yash Jain. He was rank 11 last time, like
Right.
second one. Yes, and Shreyansh, he is working in Mulji. So he was ranked 330. So I used to take advices from them. So both of them have suggested that the as you revise the amount, the time which you take for revision should decrease in the subsequent
Decrease.
revisions, even if the amount of matter is increasing. So what I
Right.
did is during the second revision, I tried to mark the paragraphs which I am going to read in the further revisions, like eliminating the points, unnecessary points from the textbook or
Right.
notes. And also I prepared WhatsApp groups, like from the decathlon there are divisions la. In the same titles I prepared WhatsApp groups about 12 to 13,
Right.
and
Right.
in that I used to put images of the tables or some volatile topics or the questions I get wrong in the GTs. So
Right.
that I used to revise as much as I can in the free time, or and during the last 7 days I had revised this WhatsApp images only.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So I think that's a very important thing, that you strategize and you plan your revision from the day one, not just that you read and then at the end you go and read again. I think that's where the majority of the students make a mistake, that they read like their normal reading and then they think that they will revise it, but when they come again, it will be like again reading the same thing. So many points which you told can be incorporated in the strategy. So coming to the hind of this interview, Dr. Prasad, I want to ask you that you have been using our question bank mocks, the surgical scholar. Just tell us about your feedback about the platform in general, about what any pros, so that we can keep on doing that. Any cons which you feel. So just share us your honest feedback about us.
So within the pros, the biggest pro is you, sir, because I had been preparing for NEET SS, and also when the NEET SS got delayed, so I started preparing for INI also. So I had two mindsets which used to fight with themselves only, that there are more seats in NEET and there are less seats in INI. So during that phase, I used to talk with you, message you like this is happening with me. What should I do? Or I have given so much time for INI. Now I do not have time to see the 22nd edition updates. So what should I do? Should I just leave it? What should I? So you were always there. Like this was one example, but you were always there during the journey. So that is the best point about Sushruta, because no other platform has this personal touch. So
Yes.
very much thank you for that, sir. Other than that, the WhatsApp groups are also very interactive, sir. So if anyone puts any query, the faculty used to reply very promptly and in a very precise and easy way to understand, sir. So that is also a very good thing, sir. Other than that, all know that the decathlon mocks are the best, sir. There is no doubt in that. And I would also like to say something about that Sushruta Scholar TND. So
Yeah.
it was like very. The only con is that this only, like it is not a con, but it was a challenge actually. Like I during the initial phase I felt it as a con, but during the exam I felt like this, so that gave me slightly upper hand and advantage to face the exam, because the exam was really difficult. Like even though I got 16 rank, but I felt during the exam like it was really very difficult. And as you had advised during the last stages that if you feel overwhelmed during the exam, you should just pause and wait for 30 seconds and then restart. So I did follow your advice, sir, and it was really helpful, sir. The test and discussions were really challenging. The 30 minutes, I rarely I used to finish that 30 MCQs in the 30 minutes, but
Yeah.
it really gave me a challenge and the habit to solve more MCQs. Also, the decathlon mocks in the initial period when I solved them, obviously the preparation in the initial period is not up to the mark, so you do not know about, in much detail about the topics. So, but still, I tried to solve as much as possible since I want urology. So, I knew that I had to get a very good rank. For that, I have to go very aggressive. So, even if I did not know anything about the topic, I used to try to apply my knowledge as much as I can to solve them. And so, the decathlon MCQs were very helpful in that because many were conceptual, so some were fact based also, but many were conceptual. So that
Yeah.
made my mind the habit of they taught my mind the habit of MCQ solving.
Right. So thank you so much for the kind words. And I think I put in a lot of hard work for the surgical scholars and the decathlon, because I felt that question bank should be a base preparation. Then you move on to the surgical scholar and the mocks. And even if many students told me the feedback of very tough, but I made it like that so that you are prepared for the worst. And I think I hope that it has helped you all. And I'm very happy and proud to see all of the students getting such a great rank. So thank you so much for the kind words, Dr. Prasad. So coming to the
Thank you,
end of the
sir.
interview, I'm just giving the floor open to you. Just tell inspirational message to all the students out there who will be listening to you about how they can go about the preparation. The floor is yours.
Thank you, sir. First of all, I would like to thank my parents, sir. Like I am extremely grateful for them. They are non-medicals, but still throughout the process, they have always trusted me, supported me in my low times, and I never put pressure upon me. And whatever I have achieved today is because of the sacrifices and constant encouragement. Secondly, I would also like to thank my mentor and guide, Dr. Kelkar, sir. He's a neurologist in GMC Nanded. I have worked in there in for 3 years, like because of which I got so much interest in neurology. And also Dr. Bodankar sir, he is a GI surgeon in Amravati, and Dr. Madhujit sir, who is training in onco surgery in Pune. Also, I would like to thank my very close friend, Dr. Usha Balani, was a support and pillar for me during my preparation days, and also the SR group which we had at GMC Nagpur Trauma Center. All of them have achieved very good ranks, but the peer groups also plays a very important role in like preparation. So Dr. Rohit, Dr. Shikha, Dr. Prachi, Latika, and Harshil all have like helped me very much. For the junior, I would just say that since the so many platforms are available nowadays, I would just suggest that the level of the preparation is going up and up day by day. So I would just suggest that to them to be aggressive as much as possible in the preparation and solving MCQs, and stay consistent and dedicated, and try to however low the workload is at his or her place, if financially possible, just leave the 3 months, because this 3 months can like make and break the ranks. Yes, sir.
I think that's a very important message, and that's the most important thing. What I felt from your thing is that you thank the peer support what you had, and I think that's a very important part which plays a role in the NEET journey. That if you have such peer support, you are motivated to achieve what you achieved. So that's a very important thing. And lastly, as you said, that the last 3 4 months should be dedicated reading if you want to achieve, and it is very achievable if you give your 200%. So, thank you so much, Dr. Prasad, for that insight. And again, I would like to congratulate you and thank you so much for taking out time. And welcome to the field of super speciality and welcome to the Euro Club. And best of luck for your future
Thank you, sir.
endeavors.
Thank you so much, sir. You were very helpful, sir, to the journey. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So,